I'm here with the new series. This is a multiplayer Project Zomboid server. I've been playing on it with another character just so I can learn the ropes to the game. This is the character I'm going to use pretty much to actually make content for the game. And I'm using a little bit of a meme build. It's basically a modified version of Mr. Atomic Duck's Unemployed Chad, where I took a bunch of extra negative perks and a bunch of extra positive perks, because most of these negative ones aren't that bad for this particular server and playstyle. And one thing I noticed, fitness and strength were extremely hard to get on my other character. I spent hours just trying to get one extra point in strength, and I still haven't gotten it. I've got like 44 hours, and I still haven't gotten up to 6 strength on that character. So I'm like, yeah, everything else is almost maxed out. Let me just have a character that starts off with athletic and strong, and all this other stuff is just for fun. High thirst. The water and power have been turned off, so that might be an issue. Underweight, that can be like remedied really fast. Claustrophobic is fine because I plan on spending most time outside. Conspicuous, not that big of a deal. I want zombies to spot me so I can get them out of the way. Hearty appetite, I'll just have to eat a little bit more, not a big deal. Pacifist, my other character actually had this and I thought it would be an issue, but it turned out not to be that big of a deal. Yeah, my melee stuff was harder to level up, but it wasn't the end of the world. They started off, by the way, as a burglar, and they had a pacifist, disorganized, and Sunday driver. But their positive traits were like cat's eyes. Where is it? I don't think I took it on this. Graceful. I don't see graceful over here. So graceful will make less noise, and a few other things. Like I was going max stealth with them, and it was kind of annoying. So I picked a lot of negative things on accident that were really, really negative, and I'm trying to remedy that. Weak stomach, I took iron stomach on the other character, for example. Weak stomach is pretty much only going to be an issue if I eat bad food. Smoker, I'm not really too keen on smoker, but it can apparently like completely swap your mood if you get a cigarette. So like if you have a bunch of negative things going on and you smoke a cigarette, you're suddenly fine. So that is kind of powerful in that regard. This is build 41, by the way. I should mention that. Build 42 changes a lot of this stuff. Alright, clumsy. I want to be spotted, so it's not that big a deal. I'm not going to be using guns, so cowardly doesn't really matter, and eventually you, like, outgrow the panic as well, so that's not a big deal. Short-sighted, I'll just start with glasses. That pretty much gets rid of that entirely. Slow reader. It might take longer to read, not that big of a deal. Resilient might be interesting, but whatever, because the server owner, he actually changed a bunch of the settings. I think you still can get infected from everything, but I don't know. Okay, cat's eyes, make it easier to see. Speed demon, make me faster because Sunday driver was obnoxious. Dexterous, make it easier to transfer stuff. I need to do that. Outdoorsman, hopefully will negate the negatives from rain, so I can stay outdoor more often. Nutritionist, so I can just see the stuff from food whenever I'm eating. I think there's a book for this, but whatever. Fast learner, just so I can learn things faster, and it kind of offsets pacifist. Keen hearing, so it's easier for me to just survive. Organized, so I have a massive inventory, and unlike my other character that had like an abysmally small inventory. Thick-skinned, make it to where I'm a little bit harder to take down. Less likely to get bitten or scratched, so. And obviously athletic and strong, so that I start off with 9. Now, I am losing 1 fitness because of underweight, but I believe underweight goes away if you eat enough food. You have to get like past 70 or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. And it's easier to gain weight than it is to lose weight. You can gain 3 weight per day, 3 kilograms per day, versus losing 1 kilogram a day if you're overweight. Oh boy, I'm out of breath. If you couldn't tell, I'm having to stop and take a breath every few seconds because I'm just shotgunning info. Alright, let's get to the next one. Now this one is based off of Aether, so this is like my character. If you like watched me do the Pathfinder playthrough, I had Aether as my starting character, or my blood kineticist. Anyway, let's play. And hopefully this goes well. I have a fallback character, and respawning is not enabled. What happens is if your character dies, you just have to start another character. Your map stays and all that stuff, though. So we started off in Rosewood. Yeah, all the food's rotten. No surprise there. Okay, equip primary. And spaghetti. Yeah, I would take that. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Oh, I can't speak today. Take a newspaper with us. Magazine. Yeah, we were panicked like crazy. That doesn't matter to me, though. Empty notes. Alright, let's just crouch down. Actually, no. We don't need to crouch. We're gonna get spotted by literally everything. So, let's just take this. We will drink from source. Just to get a little bit of water. And we're probably SOL in here. There probably is spawns. Nothing yet. Tank top, V-neck. Nope, not interested. Come on. By the way, I will definitely panic with jump scares. Mostly because the sound is really, really, really loud when it happens. They're like mods to disable that, but not a big deal. Oh, good. Let's definitely take these. Definitely take these. Alright, and let's get out of here. Nothing else of value in here, so let's go. Our panic should start going down shortly. Yeah, we are cowardly, so we're gonna be panicking for a while. You might wonder why I left the shotgun behind. I don't need it. That's literally it. Zombie spawns are reduced, and they have poorer memory. But other things with that. The loot is also extremely rare. It's nice to actually start off with good stuff. Okay, let's take this. And we might go for an attack soon. I have to see where I am actually on the map, because I don't know the Rosewood area. Ah, great, hold on. But that's... okay, well, that in primary. Yeah, did we start with the baseball bat? We did start with the baseball bat. So, equip this in both hands, actually. Alright. We're good to go. Our panic levels are decreased. We only had, like, that high of a panic because we started off indoors. And my character doesn't like being indoors. Metal pipe. We'll definitely take that. And we'll definitely take that. Because that's going to be decent resistance for a little bit. And pretty much the whole objective is to try and get to my other base. Now we have a can of spaghetti. But we don't have any way to open up said can of spaghetti. Yeah, we like immediately get panicked indoors. Read this. Doesn't matter, but let's just read this. They'll start banging on the door here in a second. And we're gonna go out that window. And take these, just because I want them. Metalworking, not that big of a deal. Let's check over here. Griddle. Let's take the rolling pin. Having more inventory is so nice. We'll take the canned food. But there is no can opener. Oh, there's fresh cheese. Let's eat that right now. Just eat that cheese right now. It's still fresh. Oh, good, good. We got something in us at least. And now we're getting stomped by this. I'm not checking the rest of the house because odds are this is full of stuff and we already have stuff coming in on us. We will take the pencil though. And we will GTFO. Later. I said good night. Alright, let's see. Anything good? Yeah, some underwear. You can make rags out of that. In fact, I probably should. I probably should make some rags out of... Wait, do we have anything? This? Yeah, let's grab this. And we'll make some rags out of that here shortly. We have to get propped up in a spot where we can actually see what's going on. Come on over here, everyone. We're in a conga line. Oh, it's just you for now? Yeah, okay, I'll take you. Or I just outright miss. Come on, go down. Go down. Yeah, you're coming at me. Let's see, yep. Open trunk. What's inside? Tote bag. A water bottle. We'll take that, because we have high thirst. I'm going to take the tote bag as well, because tote bags are actually kind of useful with the carry weight. Kind of, somewhat, sort of useful. And we're going to have a moment to catch our breath and figure out where we are on the map. Okay. Crouch down, not that it matters. Open up the map. Okay, so I need to get, I think, like, over here. We started at, I think it's called West Points on my other character, and we moved our way to Morbury or whatever it's called. Oh yeah, we'll take that, and you work. Okay, we're taking you then. We're as far as we can. I didn't check that other car, but we just need to get out of here. I got Speed Demon, so gotta be careful with driving. This is, I think, a darts. And darts are like really, really stealthy. But I need to be careful. I am used to Sunday Driver. With Sunday Driver, I'm like super slow all over the place, so I pretty much never get into wrecks. But Speed Demon's gonna make that a little bit harder. Zoom out on the map. And one thing I started doing with the other character is just marking locations on the map where like there's wreckages and all that stuff, so I know ahead of time while going there. I will have to do that with this character too, I think. I think it's called Muldrun. It's Mull something is where we're going to. It's near Ben's cabin or whatever on the lake. There are like 3 houses there that we set up, me and another guy who I play games with. We started a mini clan. I say mini because it's just the 2 of us pretty much. And he mentioned something about having another character who's more or less just a skill person that they keep just at the base. So I figured, you know what? Why don't I do that too, but with the other character? And have this be my actual character. I still haven't smoked it, but my character hasn't had the kick yet. But we do have matches, and we did find some cigarettes, so that's good. Okay, what is this place? Get out. See what we got. Warehouse? Oh. Rotten watermelon. Rotten everything. Uh-huh. Cool. I found the food warehouse. Rotten, rotten, rotten. Yeah, I don't need rotten. I need actual food. Great. You know, at least you could give me as a can opener. I mean, this is really, really cool, though. I didn't know that buildings like this even spawned. Shovel, a garden hoe, and some seeds. Yeah, we'll leave those. And we're gonna fill up our stuff, because we got high thirst. Ah, great. Anything of value? Nah. Losers. Alright, let's go. We got another character over here that needs to say goodnight. Oh wow, that was fast. I wish I could take the bandage off you. I need a bandage. Just imagine that, you know, getting a bandage from a zombie and putting it on. Yeah, that's totally what you should be doing. Yeah, we got long blunt 1 already. My other character, it took like 5-6 days to just get short blunts, because they didn't take fast learner with the pacifist. So, that's nice. And having the extra strength, I believe you get XP based on the amount of damage you do. So, just doing more damage kind of helps. Alright, let's go. Yeah, because we're already, like, chugging along with this next one. Yeah, we need to start getting some weight on us. I mean, we don't have, like, super underweight right now. But as soon as we can start getting some processed food into us, we'll be good to go. Next. Next. Ah, great. That was faster than I hoped for. Repair. Can't repair on the run. Let's just get out of here. And now we will try and repair our bat. It's got a few swings left in it now. Okay, equipped in both hands. I think I've seen this produce market before on my other character. I will mostly be focusing on like projects, like each episode would be a certain task. The whole idea of like 100-day challenge and all that is kind of nonsense for a multiplayer server in this situation. Let's stop. I mean, yeah, I'm keeping my weights, at least. I'm keeping my weights. Not ideal, but I'm keeping it. But I think I have to go south. Hold on. South. Oh, that's a horde that just spawned with a big bag. That's a horde that just spawned with a big bag. Oh boy. Hey. Hey everyone. How's it going? You like conventions? Have you ever seen the fence convention? A very conventional fence. Let's go over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, come on. Oh yeah, you know you want my lamb chops. Come on. You know you want them. Oh yeah. Kitty, jump over the fence. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. Okay, and give me this right now. And give me this too. I'm out. Goodbye. I had my prize, and I'm going. Now, one good thing about characters dying in this, you keep the map information. So, you pretty much just lose your stuff and your skills. So, if the character does die, it's not going to be the end of the series. Respawns are turned off, but whatever. I'm not going to do a permadeath on this. Why would I? So, even if I do get infected, it's not the end of the world this early. I'll just re-roll the same character, essentially. He's 48 kills. That's crazy. I would like to get my stuff to a safer location. Oh no, my bandage is dirty. Guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I think I can just leave this. I don't think that's a big deal, but whatever. Smoke a ciggy. I kinda wish there were road signs. You know, so I could see where I am in relation to the world. Granted, that's what the maps are for. And I was really smart. I didn't grab a map. I left it. Because, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, apparently, instead of, you know, right-clicking and reading the map. So it gets put in your inventory and you can actually quickly look at it. You're just supposed to ignore them. Who needs it? Yeah, we can only find a few things, like, easily. More things show up in your search bar. I accidentally disabled it. More things start showing up in your search radius as you level up, and this is client side. So every character has their own like search bars. We'll discard that for now. Chipstone can be useful. You can make a knife with that. And I could potentially open up a can with that. Okay, I'm getting a little bit anxious about coming in here. I hear movement. Yeah, it's getting too dark in this section. Something else is in here with me. Thought I heard another footstep. Come on. Why is there so much wood in this wood? Oh, yep. Here's zombie. Go. Yeah, I see him behind me. I see him behind me. Let's go. Got a clearing now. Finally. Jeez. That was ridiculous. That actually was ridiculous. The amount of forest was there. Let's see if we can actually get out of here. And like I said, I jinxed myself with it. Alright, maybe it opens up to a road up here. Oh yeah, yeah, I see some different path. Finally. Alright, where are we? Let's take stock of our location. This goes to Riverside. That's the Riverside Road, I believe. I remember seeing a snake in the bin like that. There might be a car crash down here that I moved out of the way. If I'm correct. Which I'm probably not, because there's so many damn roads in the game. Why would I be correct about a single road that I just happen to find randomly while coming out of the woods? Hey, I got sprinting. That's cool. But our weight is starting to really drop. Yep, there's the car. One of them. Where you at? Who grown? Hold on. Open that. Yeah, I think I looted this already. Yeah, I looted this already. And this is a wreck. Yep, and I dropped these berries on the ground here. Yeah, this is definitely someplace I've been before. And I think this might be the path I need to go. Maybe. If not, then I know we're at least somewhere where I've been before. Because I did leave that back there. But, I've been, like, all over this area. The thing is, I, like, marked my map really well on that character. So, not having the ability to do that right now. I mean, I got a pencil and I got a map, so I guess I could. But it's a matter of, like, relation to where I've been and where I'm going. Having a car would have been nice. I had that car at the start, but it had, like, no gas in it and got stuck in the tree line, so it was like, eh. Okay, let's go over here. This looks familiar. Yeah, this looks familiar. I think we're almost to my house. I think. Might be wrong, but I think this is where my house is. There should be a bend up here, and... no, this might not be it. This might just be a similar looking road. But I think it might be. See, we got a lake here, which is similar to my place. I don't remember the lake being that close, though. Yeah, I think I'm in the wrong location. But I have... Nope, this is my place. Wow. I totally stumbled upon it. Yeah, this is totally my place. What are the odds, you know? I'm like, hey, this looks familiar. And then immediately find the location I'm supposed to be. Oh, boy. Let's go inside and get stock of the situation. And now you can see what I'm working with over here. Now, some zombies might have spawned in here. This is just stuff that we've done pretty much as a clan. As a faction. Let's shut this. And let's see, do I immediately get anxious walking in here? Oh no, I'm panicked. Well, let's go ahead and clean my rags. And let's go ahead and get some water. Cool. Very nice. I like to set stuff up off camera. Get this taken care of, but we're finally at the base. I'll give a base tour next time, I guess. Because there's going to be a lot to do here. Because I am so panicked. Strong panic. Yeah. Let's smoke a cigarette and call it a day. Go ahead and smoke one. Yeah. We somehow managed to make it all the way over here. That was ridiculous. Let's just take stock of the map real quick after I smoke this. Just to see how far we've come. So, we started over here. And we made our way all the way over here. So we've gone like a quarter of the map, essentially. So let's go ahead and mark this as home. We're not going to live here, though. I think we're going to set up out here. this will be like the house, and as you see, my character gets anxious just walking in for a second. So there's no reason for me to ever do that. Yeah, this is Krim signing out. If you enjoyed the series, let me know, and I'll make more stuff. Probably do some like multiplayer stuff later on if I can get people on. And I'm gonna also fix my weight. There is a can opener downstairs, so between episodes I am gonna do that. There's no reason for me to be struggling with my weight.